Hello, everyone. This is meteorologist Ryan Willis, and this is your weekly weather briefing for December 29th, 2022. Big changes are ahead as compared to the very cold temperatures that we've had over the last week. Temperatures will be much warmer over the week ahead, but along with this will be more unsettled and wetter weather. A couple of weather systems will affect the area, which will bring widespread rainfall. The first system will arrive from late Friday and into the day on New Year's Eve, with another system arriving next Tuesday into next Wednesday. Locally heavy rainfall will be the main concern, especially as we head into next week, which will lead to increased flooding concerns. Taking a look at current conditions, you can see that things are pretty quiet across Georgia, with mostly sunny conditions persisting through most of the day today. Clouds will increase tonight ahead of the next storm system. Again, for the remainder of the day today, dry and mostly sunny conditions will persist with high temperatures this afternoon, mostly in the 60s with upper 50s across portions of northeast Georgia. Tonight, temperatures will stay relatively warm with above freezing temperatures finally expected area wide. If we take a look at a forecast weather map over the next couple of days, we can see that the quiet weather will come to an end beginning Friday evening and from Friday night persisting into the day on Saturday before coming to an end. But during this time, we can see widespread rainfall will return to the area. On Friday, clouds will be increasing across the area ahead of our next storm system, but high temperatures will again be above normal, mainly in the 60s to near 70 across central Georgia and the upper 50s to near 60 across North Georgia. Showers will likely hold off until the latter part of the day as they begin increasing from the west. Most of the more widespread rain and some embedded thunderstorms will push across the area on Friday night. With the widespread rainfall, temperatures will remain above normal from Friday night into Saturday morning. Rain showers will continue for the first half of the day on New Year's Eve, but will end from west to the east during the afternoon and by evening. Temperatures will remain fairly warm on New Year's Eve with the rainfall, though slightly cooler across North Georgia. The good news is, it looks like rain should have ended by the time we welcome 2023 at midnight, with temperatures on the warm side mainly in the 50s to lower 60s across the area. So, if we take a closer look at the thunderstorm potential with the system from Friday night into the first half of the day on Saturday, we can see that the potential will be fairly limited with storms along the Gulf Coast that could limit deeper moisture from working its way northward into our area. This would keep the higher threat for any strong or perhaps severe storms to the south of our area. Alongside this, we should have a lingering wedge of cooler air across North Georgia, which will help limit instability across these areas. So at this point, we're not anticipating a particularly high risk of any strong or severe thunderstorms with this system, but we will monitor the potential for perhaps an isolated stronger storm in middle Georgia from Friday night into the first part of the day on Saturday. If we look at the locally heavy rainfall risk, we can see that primarily a marginal risk will be in effect for our area from Friday night into Saturday for any locally heavy rainfall that could produce some local rises on creeks and streams. But at this point, we're not anticipating any widespread flooding issues with the system from Friday night into Saturday. Again, if we take a look at forecast rainfall amounts from Friday night into Saturday, we can see generally from about an inch to an inch and a half across North Georgia, with locally higher amounts, perhaps up to 2 inches or so, with lower amounts across central Georgia. This should help to limit the threat for more widespread heavy rainfall and flooding concerns. But again, a few isolated concerns are possible, mainly in any areas that receive the locally higher amounts referenced here. As I mentioned earlier, rain will exit the area before we ring in the new year, with the first day of 2023 looking pretty nice. Highs above normal, mainly in the 60s to even near 70 across middle Georgia, with mostly sunny skies. The dry weather for the first couple of days of 2023 will come to an end pretty quickly, though, as a stronger frontal system looks to arrive to our area by Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. At this point, this system appears more likely to bring a concern for heavier rainfall as well as potential thunderstorms by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. So if we take a look at preliminary forecast rainfall totals at this point with our Tuesday to Wednesday system next week, you can see that much higher rainfall totals appear more likely with this system. Currently looking at maybe 3+ inches of rain across our area. So this will bear watching as we get over the next few days to see if we will be looking at any more widespread flooding concerns with these type rainfall amounts next week. If we look at forecast rainfall totals over the entirety of the next 7 days, you can see we're starting to get into some pretty heavy rainfall amounts with both of these systems added together. Widespread rainfall totals of 3 to 5 or more inches appear possible at this point over the next 7 days. So you can see that would lead to potential flooding concerns by the time we get into next week. So we urge you to continue to monitor the forecast over the coming days as the pattern will be increasingly active. All right, so to recap here, we're seeing quite a change from the weather we had around the holidays, with much warmer temperatures returning, but also more unsettled and much wetter conditions as well, with a couple of weather systems affecting the area, which will bring widespread rainfall. Our first system will arrive late Friday and end from west to east on New Year's Eve, with the next system arriving by next Tuesday into next Wednesday. With both of these systems bringing heavy rainfall potential, we will begin to look at increased flooding concerns by the time we head into next week, especially. Thank you for attending our final weekly briefing for 2022. And if you need to get in touch with us, here are a number of ways you can do so. Have a great new year.